Right. Whoops. Still had monitor on. Alright, that's better. Alright, so I haven't played this game since June, but a while back I did an experiment where I tried to breed horses that are out of the height range generally forced upon you by the game. They were too short. So on this playthrough, I'm going to try to breed horses that are much too tall. So I've started a fresh save here. I did already do the first day because I didn't think people would want to sit and watch for... Fortunately, it happened really quickly. However long it would take me to find a starter horse that's at the max height of 16.2, because I really wanted to have that going in, just to make the start a little easier. So I've done the first day, and we're picking it up on day 2. Again, it has been a few months since I've played, and I haven't tried any of the new updates yet. So I'm not familiar with the salon, how it works, the crafting, so that'll be pretty fun, something new to mess around with. We've got our first few quests here, and I'm gonna try to remember how the early game works. Feed our horse here. I'm gonna have to get more hay today. Hopefully this comes back to me pretty quick, because I feel like I've already forgotten a lot, even though it's only been a few months. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this first quest is going to require us to have about 10% jump, so I'm going to try to fix that today. Go ahead and take our buddy into town here. So we got a few quests. Guess we'll go do those. Playing in first person on a tall horse looks quite a bit different than it did on the smaller ones. It's actually, it's going to be a little difficult. So I'm not sure if I'm going to mostly be playing in third or first person here. Just gonna have to see. Oh yeah, I forgot they wander off when they don't trust you. Come back here. Jai should still be in his house. Wake people up at the crack of dawn. Don't go too far, buddy. I am going to be skipping through the dialogue pretty quick just because I have seen it a few times, so I get the general gist. But I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh dude, where's my horse? Wow, okay. Getting stuck on a tree over there, buddy? I think I have plenty of potential to spare, but I want to make sure I don't run out before I can get him to 10 or 15%. Again, I don't remember what the jump requires, but imagine we'll find out soon enough. Oh lordy, come back. Still have 30 to spare, so I have plenty left over. Don't think I have to worry. You got courses. Yep, training, we know. Okay, it is 10%. Can't believe I actually remember that. Buddy, please. Let's try to get this to 10%, and then we will move on. I would like to invest most of my points into speed and endurance to start, just because they're going to be the biggest factors in the competitions early on. Oh, hey Liv, how are you doing today? Yeah, I remember you, Liv. You stopped by the other day. Oh, I'm hanging in there, you know, just having a relaxing time. Playing some pony games. What are we at? Oh, we're at 11. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm just gonna focus on speed and endurance now. Oh, what you playing today? Oh, nice. I played, I think it was Wild Horse Islands for a little bit on Roblox. Had fun with that for a bit. You still enjoying Tales of Rein Ravine? Yeah, Buddy's gonna ignore me. Gonna loot everything right now since I'm poor. Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of waiting on an update for Ravine too. I have one more course, one more cross-country course I want to upload, and then I'll probably just be waiting for updates. Really hoping we get the stadium jumping soon, custom courses again. I really miss custom course creation. It added so much replayability. Oh good, Madeline's still home. Alright, so I can do the competition tomorrow when I actually have energy again. Gonna run my slow butt home and pick things up on the way. Might stop and buy some more hay. I think I can buy Timothy hay from George. Sure hope so, anyway. Oh, this is a ranch of Rivershine. It does cost money. I think it's $20 now. It's a really chill little cozy game where you have a ranch. It's sort of think Stardew Valley but with horses. It's still in early access, so there's a bunch of features that are yet to be added. But so far we have breeding, horse care, really light farming. You know, you can go grow crops to feed your horses, treats to feed your horses. Light competitions, some people to chat with in town. Just nice and cozy. Really chill game. There's a few competitions, but it's not like how it is in Tales of Rein Ravine. The controls are comfortable. Simple but comfortable. Still fun. Oh yeah, no problem. Happy to answer questions as long as I can. George is not here, but that's okay. I can summon him. Okay, yeah, he does sell Timothy hay good. Gonna buy like... I'll buy like 5 of it. I think I'm good on treats, I'm good on everything else so far. Start making money with competitions tomorrow. It's been a while since I've had a new save. I forgot how slow we are when we start. Just plodding along here, like 2 miles an hour. I usually breed for smaller horses anyway, and they always feel faster just because, you know, smaller. Alright, come on, horsey. Yeah, there is horse care in this game, but I think she did a really good job with it. It doesn't feel super tedious. It's not very time consuming. It's pretty easy to get through. If you're not into that whole mini game thing. Oh, wow, my trust is so low still. 17, 19. You know, I think I could win the first competition with these stats. We're gonna find out. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Don't feel bad. I just, you know, I do it for fun, and if people watch, cool. If not, that's fine too. I'd be playing anyway. Um, what options do you have? Black horses are my favorite, so always gonna vote black. Oh yeah, I forgot. I already have Gourmand. I should be feeding him 2 treats a day. Is it a dark palomino or a light palomino? That's all. Well, if there's a dapple gray there, I gotta go with the dapple gray. I'm very partial to dapple and gray. Yes, I know, Dyer, you sell stuff I can't afford yet. I will be back. Oh god. Where'd he go? Oh man. I really hope that eventually we'll be able to loot objects from on top of our horse. Getting off and on can get a bit tedious, especially in the beginning of the game where you want to gather everything. Trust, trust. I know, thank you. Alright, I'm pretty sure competitions build a good amount of trust. I don't know how much off the top of my head, but it is one of the best ways to get it. I think this is enough. Should be able to win the first race with this, assuming I don't screw up too badly. Oh, a name? Oh, I'm terrible at names. You definitely don't want my naming recommendations. That is not one of my strong suits. Oh man, I'm so slow. I think we'll still be okay. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna make it just fine. Oh yeah, plenty of time to spare. Excellent. Alright, so we can just grind this race out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, names are, names are not my strong suit at all. I usually end up reusing the same ones in every save file I have. Okay, easy peasy. What's your chest at, buddy? 7%? You know what? How much energy? Let's cram another race in there. Feed him first. He's got the, got the space for it. That's a pretty name. Oh, it's all coming back to me. This game can be pretty grindy at the start. Actually, I think it stays pretty grindy unless you use the race exploit. But I'm going to be doing these races a lot. Oh, I'm so happy you enjoy them, Liv. I appreciate that. Thank you. Think his trust? Oh, wow, 9%. Okay, we gotta do one more. Buddy, I swear. 63, apple is 25. Alright. Do one more race. Oh, she's... okay. Seems to be high enough. I'm still gonna do another race, though. One more for today. This notification. Current frame rate is too high. Does the, stream look jittery to you at all, Liv? Or is it okay? Getting a warning from YouTube right now telling me my frame rate is a no-go. Not a noticeable issue, I'll just fix it in the next stream. Is it? Oh, is it? No, I can fix that. I didn't realize YouTube does not like the frame rate I'm playing at. I can update it. Hopefully I don't have to restart OBS for it. Huh. Wonder why that's a problem today. Alright, let me see. When am I going live again? I'm not sure. See? It is adorable. It's very cute. Good connection? Nope, it seems... Okay, it seems fine now. The game is... YouTube doesn't know what it's feeling. I guess it's alright. Maybe my internet was being a little goofy for a minute there. Yeah, this is a really, really cute game. It's a lot more chill than Ravine. Just a different game in general. Totally different, style, really. Is this Jai? Yeah, Jai's over here. Is River over here, too? Yeah, she is. Okay. Excellent. I will be sure to take care of Buddy. I think that's all the quests for now. I'll go ahead and finish training today. Yeah, it does not like... Doesn't like the frame rate at all. Hello, Snug. Let's see if I can fix this without closing. Oh, I can't. Second. Yeah, I like the cartoon look too. It's lasts a lot longer. The stylized look just doesn't date nearly as quickly as the realistic look does. A lot more creative freedom with the more artsy graphics too, and runs on way more computers. The worst horse game? Oh boy, there are some real gems out there. The worst horse game. I'm trying really hard. I think I'd have to go way, way back to my younger years when... Alright. Funny, I didn't think this question would be this hard. It's actually a very difficult question to answer. That I have played personally, and I don't even remember the name of it, but it was a free one on Steam. And it was something Champions. I guess some people really do like it, but I hated it. That's recent games though. I have definitely seen other people play way, way worse, but that I personally played, I think that one probably my least favorite. Though Star Stable doesn't count except for on mobile. Trying to play Star Stable online on mobile was one of my worst horse game experiences. The controls just do not work. I have no idea how people do it. But yeah, mostly I just watch other people play bad horse games. I don't play them myself. And this isn't specifically a horse game, so I don't think it should count, but I play something, and I'm sure y'all have probably played it too. It's called Ranch Simulator. And that game is really, really fun, but the horses are... Oh, the horse system in that game is just the worst. The training is terrible, the controls are terrible. It's an absolute nightmare. But that's not really a horse game, so I don't think that should count. You hear it? Alright, that should fix it. Hopefully you're not hearing anything anymore. I'm actually surprised it was picking that up. I thought it was pretty quiet. Oh, the horses in Skyrim are pretty hilarious. At least they come with the mountain climbing feature. But yeah, I wouldn't say that horse system is great either. Oh, thanks. Thanks for telling me about it, because I had no idea it was even getting picked up. I thought it was quiet enough where it wouldn't get, You heard? Yeah, I have it's muted now, but I have it on the side here. I'm waiting to see if it hitches at all, but it doesn't look laggy to me, so I don't know. Not sure why I'm getting the warning, but for the next stream, or part 2, I guess I'll look into that and try to fix it. I'll limit the FPS in game, limit the stream FPS. I'm using the settings I use for Ravine right now, so I'm recording at 120. Right now I'm just trying to use up the rest of my energy on training. This part of the game is pretty grindy, so it's going to be really repetitive. In this game, you build stats as you use them. So if I canter my horse, I'll level speed. If I gallop my horse, it levels endurance. If I turn, it levels their flexibility, which is basically agility. If I jump an obstacle, it'll level their jumping. So it's kind of a neat aspect, but it does mean that in the early game, you spend a lot of time just kind of running around. Huh. Well, I mean, YouTube is giving me a warning, but who knows? Astride, so I've been sort of keeping up with Astride. I will give it to them. It looks like they are making a lot of improvements. I think they're starting to go in a much better direction, but I am very skeptical of the project. I have been for a very long time. It looks like it needs years in the oven still. The controls don't really appeal to me. It looks, and again, I haven't played it, I've only watched it, but it looks really clunky to me. Not really my thing. But, you know, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll wait and see. I'm willing to change my opinion on it. But just doesn't look like it's probably going to be my thing. I do like that they're trying to do a striding mechanic, but it doesn't feel nearly as fleshed out as, say, Tales of Rein Ravines is. It just looks a lot clunkier to me. It's very reminiscent, so there was a game, I think it came out back in originally in 2004, and up until Tales of Rein Ravine and, you know, now Astride sort of showing it, it was the only horse game I'd ever played that actually did take striding into consideration in any way. It was called, or at least the version I have is called Ride Equestrian Simulation or something like that. And Astride looks like it's doing something kind of similar to that. Actually, it's almost exactly the same, so it just looks a little dated to me, but again, I know they're working on it, so I am, you know, a little excited to see if they come up with something. Yeah, I think it is still, it needs a lot of time in the oven, Astride does. And I'd say the same about Ravine. Like, the riding system in it is good, but it needs some tweaks for sure, too. I'm gonna be waiting before I actually try it myself. What horse games do I like the most? Well, I think the one I play the most is probably Horse Isle 3. If you're interested in breeding horses, I think Horse Isle 3 is the best game there is right now. You can make horses of all shapes, sizes, colors, patterns. And when I say all shapes and sizes, I really do mean it. You can make horses that look like dachshunds. You can make giant giraffe mutants. You can breed nice, normal-looking performance horses. Pretty much any shape you can imagine. So for breeding, I'd say Horse Isle 3 is the best, and it is absolutely my favorite for that aspect. Everything else with it is kind of just okay, but the breeding is absolutely insane. Rivershine, for the story, and if I just want to chill time, I really do like this game, but it is grindy. That is one of my only complaints about it. You know, sometimes it's okay to grind, but it can get a little tedious, but again, this game is also in early access, so not all the features are in yet. Tales of Rein Ravine is probably, if I could only pick one, my favorite, at least based on the direction it's going, just because I really like the gameplay aspect. I love the handling, I love the controls. I think it's one of the best horse games in that regard. It's very unique. There really isn't another game out there that does what it does. Oh, hey, Misty. Nice of you to stop by. Let's see. Rivershine, Ravine, Horse Isle 3. I do play Star Stable Online. I think it's kind of fun to hop on and do, you know, the seasonal events. I like doing the racing. I like trying to get the weekly high scores. I like that one too, you know, when I just feel like doing some dailies. So those are the horse games I play right now. Yeah, and they pretty much, they cover every base I could want in a horse game between all of them. They're just all very, very different. Very unique from each other. So I would recommend all of them. Well, Star Stable Online with the caveat that it's, you know, it's an MMO. I don't know if I'd recommend it now. You kind of have to look into it to see if it's something you want to do. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but it definitely wouldn't be for everyone. You gotta like the theme park style MMO to get into Star Stable. It also can be a bit pricey to get into. I do have the lifetime subscription, so I bought the game once. I don't pay a monthly sub. I get a allowance to buy new horses. I haven't spent any more money on it, but if you want to do the horse collection thing, you will be dropping a lot of money. But if you just want to play the game, it's pretty cheap as far as, you know, full-on games go, especially live service games. Yeah, I tried equestrian the game, but I go completely goofy when I try to use mobile controls. I can't play games on a mobile device at all. It's pretty embarrassing to watch. We'll talk to George and Jai here. But yeah, I heard that it's really, really expensive. It's pretty pay to win. I don't really like games that are pay to win. I'm kind of more of the old school MMO where you bought a sub and you are on equal playing field with everyone else. I don't like the idea of being able to just drop infinite money into something to get ahead. Just not my thing. Kind of demoralizing for me. 90 E-coins? I'm not sure how much that comes to. Would I try Pally if it got a horse? Yeah, I'd try about anything if it had a horse update, honestly. I'm pretty thirsty for horse games. How much is a E-coin worth, if you know USD or even pounds? Because I have no, access. Yeah, okay, I want this. I have no idea, like, what E-coins means. I can't put it into a value in my head. Or a value I understand, I should say. Ah, there you are, horsey. You actually come when I whistle for you now, that's nice. It's not trying to escape as much anymore. How much would, like, 100 E-coins cost? Just as an example. Let's see, we got only 4% potential left. Should really level jumping some on him. Pretty far behind. I heard it was pretty crazy expensive. I think most mobile games are, though. I've yet to run into a mobile game that wasn't pretty pay to win. What breed? Oh, that's just a color. Or if you mean what breed is this horse, I think every horse in this game is considered a Mustang. A really big Mustang at 16 two-hands, but a Mustang nonetheless. Go blow this last 4 potential. Try to get it into jump. This is one of my only complaints about Rivershine, is that when you're trying to avoid training stats, you kind of have to trot everywhere. Because otherwise you're gonna hit endurance, or you're gonna hit speed. I do wish there was a toggle where you could just disable training, so that you could travel without worrying about putting stats in places you don't want to. But it's a small complaint. Might be something that gets changed in the future. Oh no, not this bug. Oh lordy. No, I want my jumps back. Give me my jumps. There we go. Okay, good. We got him still. Try to get these last 4 potential into jump. Sadly, I have no idea. I'm as in the dark on the Tales of Rein Ravine updates as y'all are. Haven't heard anything from the dev about updates. She did post some pictures of the Grunhof, I think it's pronounced Grunhof, from the demo. Is already, you know, it's being made in the early access. I assume it's going to be coming out, hopefully soon. I also hope that we get dressage. Well, we have dressage, but an actual dressage arena with the letters and such, so that we can do real tests. Yeah, Palia is a really sweet game. If they added horses, I would play again. I'd have to, I think. I did enjoy it. I started to feel a little repetitive, but, you know, it's an MMO, so of course it is. Just a different style of game. No, you're fine. You know, if I can answer questions, I'm happy to do so. Ask away. This part of Rivershine is just a bit, you know, it's kind of grunt work. It's pleasant grunt work, but it is grunt work. Big horses feel so much different than the ponies do. I usually go for small horses in Rivershine, so having this big boy is very awkward feeling to me. Yeah, I've ridden a horse in real life. I used to ride a lot when I was younger. Had a pony named Sebastian. We did small fry, eventing and a little jumping. Alright, can't train this guy anymore. I'm gonna go to George and buy some more hay. Actually no, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll loot these goodies and then head back to the ranch. Hopefully I can find a mare with the competitive trait for this guy. He's got Gourmand, so he's got one of the traits I want. Oh, very nice. Second place is good. Yeah, I mean, I'd play PAX A if they had horses too. Again, I'm desperate. I was playing the ranch simulator horses, so... Second place is pretty good. I mean, I've fallen off at horse shows on a few occasions, so you're already doing better than me. Alright, yeah, so he's fresh out of potential. You're forgetting I can toggle sprint. Go, go. Oh yeah, tailbone injuries. I was surprised. I injured mine once as well, and they stick around. It still gives me problems today. Healed kind of crooked, you know? Oh, nice. Alright, we got a new race. Go do that today. I'm actually surprised that I never got a serious injury falling off a horse with how frequently I managed to do it. I spent a good bit of time on the ground. Alrighty. To lupine. Oh, I need this stuff. What do you mean no space? I'm sorry. Didn't want me to tread upon the flower. Yeah, that I know of. I mean, maybe my brain. That's very possible, I believe that. My favorite horse movie, that's easy. That's The Black Stallion. What about you? What are all y'all's favorite horse movies? Oh yeah. Yeah, Spirit's definitely a popular one. I know it's pretty beloved. That new horse movie, I haven't watched that new horse movie on Netflix yet. Actually, I think it might be a series. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. Pretty excited for that one. Can I buy... Gonna buy this brush. Buy some straw, though I don't think I really need it. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called... No, it's Beyond Black Beauty or something. I don't know if it's Netflix. I think it's actually Amazon Prime. But I saw an ad for it the other day. Now I have to watch it. I don't know how good it's gonna be. But it'll be entertaining, regardless. I'm actually surprised they didn't make a sequel to Spirit with how popular it is. Hopefully y'all didn't hear me chugging my beverage. Hopefully I remember this route. We're gonna find out. Buddy. Got no stamina. Now, I can fit between those two fence posts on the smaller horse, but I don't know if the hitbox is bigger on this guy. Not gonna risk it. Oh, it's a series on Prime. Okay, excellent. Come on, buddy, you could do it. Oh, okay, there's time to spare on this one too. Good deal. Oh, a live action of Spirit? Oh yeah, Misty, I have no idea. Poor Black Beauty, the book, has gotten some really interesting treatment over the years, hasn't it? I have no idea how it's related to the book Black Beauty at all. It probably isn't. I think they just, you know, reuse the names because people recognize them and they're more inclined to watch or, you know, view something they recognize. Seems familiar to them. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's got a black horse in it, so Black Beauty. That's what they figure. Oh yeah, Disney remakes are... I do wish they'd stop. I wish they'd just make some new stories. I did go see a few of them just because I love the originals, but I've kind of given up. If I need a fix, I'll just go watch the animations. I heard that Bambi was in the works, and Bambi is one of my favorites. Or when I was little, it was one of my favorites, so I don't know what they're gonna do to Bambi. See, which one should we do? We'll keep doing Rivershine. Get more potential for Buddy here. Are they doing Snow White? I thought they canceled it. Oh, whoops, almost forgot about this jump. Poor Buddy sounds like he's dying. Yeah, I sort of wish they would remake movies that maybe that could have been done better, right? Like either they didn't get the budget they deserved or they just barely missed, you know? I wish they would remake the ones that weren't already pretty darn near perfect. Some of the original Disney animations just you're not going to do better. Like why even bother trying? They're already amazing. There's no point in trying to retread that. Do I what? I'm not sure what that means, Liv. Man, it's gonna be like 6 hours before I even get another horse at the rate I'm going. I can cram another race in here before the day is out. Oh no, I can't even get the statue stuff yet, can I? Oh. Madeline, why do you do this to me? Hopefully it's maxed by the time she gives me the quest. Oh, Lilo and Stitch? I'm actually... Well, I'm not surprised they're remaking it because they're remaking everything, but... I thought the original was pretty good. Oh. Do I moderate... Oops. Do I moderate people? I haven't had to yet. I'm sure I'm gonna get to learn how to do it someday, but I haven't had to moderate anybody yet. No one's acted, you know, badly or anything in any of my streams. Or on any of my, videos, as it were. Ooh. Flung myself off that hill there. Almost missed the jump. I think I can do one more race. Cram one more in there. Yes, yes I can. Don't remember what stamina I started this race at. I don't think it's super high. Oh, barely made that. Favorite horse biomechanics book? Oh, geez. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite book on that. There is really, I don't know why I got off there. I don't need to. Port out of here. I have one that was written, I believe in the 40s, that talks about the, I love it, at the time, the newer jumping position where we actually lean forward instead of brace against the horse. You know, if y'all have ever seen old pictures or paintings of people jumping where they lean back as the horse jumps and kind of hold or brace against the reins. But I have a book that talks about the new position where, you know, now we actually bend forward, which makes sense, and why it's better, and that's probably my favorite one. But I'll have to get the title for you. It's some long name, but I will add it to the description after the live stream, but I gotta go check. Care stuck at 99% again. Alright, good night, buddy. We're going to bed. Yeah, it's wild to think that we ever thought that was a good idea. Slamming against the horse's face, bracing backwards. Oh, thank you, yeah. It's just me and Buddy right now. I got lucky with him. I really like not Blood Bay, Dark Bay in this game. Black Bay or whatever. And he's the right height. Got very lucky with him. It only took me about, I think I was looking for 15 minutes at the starter auction before I found him. I was worried it was going to take a really long time. Ah, yeah, okay. I can learn about farming now. We want to get into that. Grow some goodies for our horses. Corn. Didn't it used to be oats that he wanted? Yeah, he does have that trait. Eventually, I would like it to turn into competitive, but this one is called Vigorous, and I've never had it before. It's actually really, really nice for the early game, so I'm kind of glad he's got it. But the reason I picked him up is because he has one of the traits I eventually want to end up with, Gourmand. That's one of my favorites, so... Him having Vigorous is just a bonus in the early game, but being able to run that many races on him is really nice. And having Gourmand, too, this dude can fit so many races in this bad boy in a day. Trust is going up. Oh, okay. The separate quest is the... Oh, the first one is oats? Oh, wow, I don't even remember doing it. I always end up forgetting the early game every single time I restart. I don't remember the quests, what order they come in or anything. Buddy, please. At least he's not wandering as far now. I assume corn is in Lupine Meadow? Hopefully it is. Oh, splendid. Thank you, Misty. Yeah, I haven't... It's been a while since I played, so... I like to wait for the new patches to start fresh again, because it adds a bit of new excitement to the gameplay. Have some fresh stuff to work with. Gotta klepto all my goodies here, though. Gotta pick everything up, I can't help myself. Oh, riding lessons? Yeah, horses are really, really expensive to get into. It's a little easier once you're more established. You can usually find, oftentimes, a horse to ride for free. You know, you're not going to be doing high-end competitions on them unless you're, you know, people are paying you, but that's a whole new level. But yeah, getting into horses is really pricey. I'm so slow. Yeah, that's actually a fair price. Too cheap, and there's usually something wrong with it, right? You get what you pay for. You know. Timothy is spring and summer, fall, summer. Wheat. Okay, yeah, I want to get some wheat. I want to get some Milo. I think we start with the 6 plot, so... Gonna get 6 wheat. Gonna get 6 Milo. And then I will come back. Oh, buddy. Come on now. Buddy, I can't get on you here. You gotta get off the stairs. Thank you. Yeah, if you're starting on a good horse with a trainer that knows their stuff, it's really not a bad price, especially if you're getting on a really finished horse. Now, when I was younger, it was a little more Wild West, and the place I took lessons at was, knowing what I know now, very not safe. Very not safe, not great. I learned a lot. I learned a ton, but I learned it the hard way. Oh, if you're advanced, then $65 for a lesson is really not expensive at all. Again, especially if you're riding like an appropriate skill level horse or like a schoolmaster or something. Now the question is, do I... Ah, yeah, I knew there was one around here. Yes, come to me. Brown race saddle. Are these sheep eating my corn? Actually, oh wow, that's what corn looks like. Wow, I thought I was gathering oats. Never mind. Alright, I might actually have enough corn to give to George. No, I need more. I need one more corn. I'm going to assume that these flowers are for the new crafting stuff, which I haven't tried yet. Oh, it does? Thank you, Misty. Yeah, I never remember where the chests are, so I appreciate it. Thank you. I usually cheat and look up the guide. Just gonna run over there. I don't think it's worth it getting back on. Come here, buddy. Green robe breast collar, nice. No horse answered. What do you mean? Buddy! Why? Oh, that's what it's for, the dye, okay. I kind of like their natural mane color, so I probably won't use those too much, but that is good to know. Thank you. Oh yeah, the hedge maze. Alright, I'm going in. Oh, of course it's a dead end. I should probably look at the map, but that would require effort. Oh, wait, I can't answer the question. I think my least favorite horse game that I played recently was probably Emerald Valley Ranch, and this maze reminded me of it. The maze in Emerald Valley Ranch was so unpleasant that I skipped it by just jumping on it and riding over the top. That's, I know a lot of people are quite fond of it though, but personally that game just did not do it for me. So I can find one more corn. Oh yeah, Wild Horse Islands. I tried that game out. It reminded me a lot of Horse Isle 3. Ah, there's one more corn. Come hither, corn. Alright, I'm done. Oh, this, fence post is having problems. Hello, George. Goodbye, George. Go do these races, and then I'll go plant this corn. Or, not corn, this milo or wheat, whatever. Haven't done either of these today yet. Yeah, that was a... He really wanted that corn. No, I mean, I get the sentiment. It would be nice if horses were more accessible. Whoops, I forgot this one, gets upset if you approach it too straight at speed. Yeah, corn is the ultimate motivation. My pony loved corn. It was his favorite thing in the world. He'd do anything for corn. See if I can fit between. Yes, excellent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've run these so many times. Love my shortcuts. I think I actually run faster than Buddy does. I might run faster than Buddy does. That's sad, Buddy. I know there's nothing growing here. I wish to plant. 8 days? Okay, that's fine. Oh, you had greyhounds? I've heard greyhounds are really, really sweet. Are they couch potatoes? I also heard that they were pretty chill when they weren't running. Ooh, auction house and buying a new horse. I need a girlfriend for Buddy. Preferably one with a competitive trait. I didn't forget to feed you yesterday, did I? I hope not. Oh no, I did forget to feed you yesterday. Oops. Sorry, buddy. No, I don't want to go into the pasture. Wait, what? What? What on earth? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna go with it. It's okay. That's a new one. That's a new bug for me. That's good. That is, yeah, it was unexpected. I don't mind glitches like that, as long as they don't crash my game or boot me or cause something bad to happen. Yes, thank you. Grain is good. All you've got for me today, alright. And Buddy's left again. It doesn't have a mini-map, but fortunately the zones are pretty small, so it's not confusing, like how I was totally lost in PAX Day yesterday. You also can't fall to your death here. Haha. Yeah, there are a few bugs. I think the only bad one right now, I think, is the competition bug where you can crash if you restart a race, which is a bit problematic because I restart races a lot in the late game when I'm trying to get a better time. So that could end up being an issue for me. I'm gonna try to avoid it. I might forget and do it anyway. Buddy, you need it. You gotta get out of the way. Come here. Oh, see you, Liv. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, as long as they get fixed eventually. I mean, it is an early access game, and some bugs are a lot easier to sort out than others for sure. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh! Oh god, he's 16-2 and he has competitive. I need him. I basically have to. Like, what are the odds of this? Why are you a dude? I really wish you'd been a girl. But I have to. I need this horse. If only you were a girl. Very tragic. Alright, well... Can't believe that popped up on the first horse I looked at. It's freaking wild. Absolutely wild. Alright, well, I guess we'll go work on our new horse here. Try to balance his stats out a bit more. Then maybe I can find a mare. Yeah, Eloise, the developer of this game, she really does do a good job, so... I think she has a lot of trust from her players. She hasn't let us down yet. She's very clear about her goals for the game, what she has planned, what she's capable of, and what she's gonna do. Everything here is max. Let's see, trust 0, 12, 8, 6. So we'll work on his endurance and his jump a little today. Do I have any food I can give him? You know, I can, but I think... What is this? Reliable, never wanders off. Oh, that would have been nice. Don't have any good tack yet. I feel weird. I feel really weird jumping in the Western saddle, so I just don't use the saddle at the start. I'll give you some yellow booties, too. Excellent. Alright, let's go. Jump and endurance. Can I use this ring yet? I think I should be able to. Yes. Oh yeah, you can't do jumps at angles yet. think I only have 2 horse slots right now. That's a bit of a problem. Gotten myself into a bit of a pickle. I think you have to buy the retirement pasture too. Alright, what are we at? 13. You know, I kind of want to get his jump to 25 so that I can use him in the intermediate competitions, because they're going to make us get that high. So I need to do that. Yeah, there are going to be trolls everywhere. It's just part of being online. And we are out of stamina. Alright. So he's done for today. Some races with Buddy. See if Day has some tack I can actually afford in his store. What you got today, buddy? Dark brown classic. Ooh, that's cheap. We're buying that. It's cheap too. We'll buy that too. Why are the fluffy halters so pricey? Come back for that. My favorite brand of horse gear? I don't have one. I mean, Ariat's never led me astray. Oh, forgot this jump again. Rambo used to make good blankets, but, you know, it's been years since I've had to worry about that sort of thing. Rainsman had nice bits. Nice sweet iron bits. All that were actually sweet iron all the way through. Not that cheap crap where it's just one layer. These hard no, there's... I don't think it's good to be galloping or jumping off of cobblestone. That would be a very bad idea in real life, but... a lot of the stuff we do in horse games would be a really terrible idea in real life. Like riding through water in polo wraps. It's really not the play. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 has really nice horses. I thought they did a really good job, especially, like you said, considering it's not a horse game. We can squeeze one more in. I guess we'll do... I'm not sure how many times I've done the Rivershine town race. I think it's been at least 10. The horse mouth guards. No, not the horse mouth guards, please. I hate them. I think they fix a problem that shouldn't exist. They fix a problem that could be easily fixed in other ways. I like the idea of them for, again, you know, I haven't seen them actually in practice, but I do think they could potentially be a good idea for cross-country, or even jumping because of accidental pops. Like, you lose your balance going over a jump, or the horse takes off in an unexpected way, and you pop them in the mouth with the bit. I like them for that reason. I think it could be very beneficial, because sometimes we do, you know, it's an accident, right? People yank on the reins and they're not trying to do so. So I like the idea of them for that purpose. Oh yeah, that's right, we can just go home. Yeah, I don't think... a horse game is never gonna get the budget that Red Dead 2 got. It's just way too niche. And then horse game... you know, it's hard to say. Horse game really isn't a genre because there are a bunch of different horse games, and I think they all fall into different genres. Like, even the ones I mentioned before are all very different, right? Like, Tales of Rein Ravine is more of an action game, right? You have to have the precise controls. It's more focused on the riding, on those mechanics. There is no horse care or anything. Rivershine's like a cozy game. Star Stable is an MMO. Horse Isle 3 is like a really intense management game, if you play it that way. So it's hard to even define a genre within horse game. And so a niche A niche sphere is made even more so just by the fact that there can be so many genres within horse game. So I don't think one would ever get the budget that Red Dead got. Oh no, don't be sorry. I mean, I'd love to see a horse game get the budget that Red Dead got. I just don't think it's something that a company would actually, I don't think it's something a company would do. Not one like Rockstar, anyway. It was a cool idea, though. I like to dream. A single person, well, I mean, I don't remember how many people worked on the horses in Red Dead, but it was way more than one person. Like, one person is not going to be able to make a system like that. Not in... Not in a realistic time frame. It's way too much work for one person. I think they even outsourced some of the animations, like for the rider and stuff. They didn't even do it all, and they're a rather large company. I gotta get 5% more jump today. Yeah, it would take a single dev so many years to make that. It would just never happen. Yeah, Unreal Engine is opening a lot of doors for small teams and single developers. But even then, the optimization required is still so intense, especially if you're going for a very realistic game like Red Dead is. Oops. Nah, you're not thinking like an idiot. It's fun to think about. It's just unfortunately not something we can realistically expect. But it is fun to dream about it. But I know a lot of horse games too, and as a... Now, I'm not saying anyone specifically here, but horse gamers in general, I notice that they tend to expect way too much of small teams. Like, they want a game that has 50 different breeds, has, you know, 10 different disciplines, has breeding, has training, has care, has boarding, has so many features that just a small team would never realistically be able to make. And I know that some games, you know, they're bunny quotes, they're bunny ears, they're trying, but it's just way too much. Way too big of a scope. I think in the future it'd be... I'm hopeful for more horse games that are more focused, right? Like, Tales of Rein Ravine is strictly focused on the riding mechanics. I don't think there's a whole lot else that's going to be going on there. There isn't going to be breeding, there isn't going to be care, customization, that sort of thing. It's just the riding mechanics. But because she's focusing on one thing, it can be done really, really well. Sort of like how Rivershine focuses on being more of a cozy game. It's, you know, there's... The breeding is fun and it's nice, but she only has one breed. You know, she's kept the scope within the range of what a single person can produce. What I'd actually like to see is more horse games that are Western focused. It seems that the majority are jumping, you know, English events. I really don't see any that focus on Western. Be kind of cool to have a barrel racing pole bending game, you know, or working ranch, reining, cutting, that sort of thing. Yeah, Misty, we are really we're pretty demanding. I see some requests that just I get it. I get why people want some of the things they want. I absolutely do, but I don't know if they always realize how difficult some of these things are to implement. Like adding new breeds isn't as simple as just, you know, flipping a switch and now you've got 5 new breeds. You know, it involves just the editing. It involves, you know, you got to adjust the tack, you got to adjust where the rider sits, you got to adjust animations, all that jazz. I think sometimes it gets lost, the amount of work. Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I think another issue is to developers. Any single player horse game that comes out that's reasonably priced is probably more of a passion project because if you're looking to make money, a developer is going to make a mobile game. People pay. They'll keep, you know, shoveling out money for it. They're way more profitable. You can make less of a game and get rewarded for it by making more money. So some of the issue, you know, a lot of the blame does fall on us as consumers. You know, the whole, we speak with our wallets sort of thing. Oh, I need to go talk to Di. I forgot about that. Do 2 of these races quick. Yeah. Well, I hope you have fun with it. I really miss riding. Oh yeah, I feel that, Misty. The heart is willing, but the body is not able. I'll be back in 1 minute. Or like 2 minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Ooh, almost hit quit instead of continue. That would have been bad. Alright. I think I just did Rivershine. Town. Go do Lupine, and then I'll go Bother Die. Die? I'm not actually sure how to say his name. I think I've called him 3 different ways. Just this playthrough. No. I should still be okay. I think I have about 10 seconds to spare on this race. I'm very scared to hit the restart race button. I really don't want it to crash after doing all that training. I love the clapping whenever I go by a jump. Sometimes it almost sounds sarcastic, especially when I get a refusal or something. You and your hidden chest, eh? What you got? How much? 400? I'll buy that. I'm gonna wait on the rest of this. Save my money. Really would like the statues to become active here soon. And get some more potential on these guys. Oh, come back. Buddy. Your care still max? Alright, let's put the new bridle on you. And the purple. There we go. Nice. Farmer's in town today. Ah, yes. Pine Forest. What about the statue, though? Please. Got 15%. Okay, your jump is... Wow. Ooh. We're really slacking on speed. We're just gonna put everything into speed on this guy. speed. I do have a corn. 15, let's do it. Guess I'll take this guy to town while I work on speed. Wow, he's slow. Yeah, I definitely can sprint faster than him. We got today. Brown rice saddle. Buy some polo wraps. Nice to have a little option. Yes, I would like to go to Pine Forest. A few hours later. Definitely not buying the jump courses. I hate those. It's like running over landmines. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have any trust. Cannot whistle for you. Oh yeah, they start you off with a Western saddle, and I just feel weird jumping in a Western saddle, so I take it off until I can get English ones. It is nice though, she lets us have the option. We can use no tack, I don't even have to have a bridle. Doesn't actually change anything. It's kind of nice that it's just purely aesthetic. That's one of my frustrations with Star Stable, is that they release a lot of really cool tack, but if it doesn't have the max stats on it, then it just feels kind of bad to use it, because you're really hindering yourself. Oh, thank you. Yeah, at least I don't have to worry about matching anything. No saddle. Just gonna ride around, train up speed. Cannot wait until I unlock the training areas. Guess I could train flexibility too. I'll just spin in a circle. Of course, I don't really... This flexibility is already pretty high. It feels like kind of a waste. But I could be lazy if I also train flexibility. I'll suffer. I'll suffer a little longer. Oh yeah, riding bareback is fun. Would have done it more, but it can eventually put a strain on the horse. Especially if you're jumping or doing anything really serious. Oh, nice, yeah. We used to go riding in the lake in hot days. On hot days, I should say, not in hot days. Oh yeah, riding on the beach is actually pretty fun. There was a small beach here where we could do that. It was about not too far away. I think like almost an hour away from the barn, but we went there a few times and had a lot of fun. My pony wasn't a huge fan, but you know, he tried for me. He's very sensitive. He never liked cold water. He'd tolerate it, but it just wasn't his thing. Yeah, maybe. He was, it was funny, you know, because it's so hot in Florida, even our winters, you know, it never gets that cold here. And it would drop below 50, and he'd have a full fur coat. Like, I could stick my hand in his fur, and it would vanish, and he would still shiver when it got below 50. We'd put a blanket on him. He's just not a cold-tolerant horse at all, so Florida was perfect for him. It's riveting gameplay. Really need that training arena. Oh yeah, he had a blanket. No point in leaving them uncomfortable. But yeah, it felt like every horse at the barn had a different temperature threshold. Some never needed to be blanketed. Pony, you know, he got cold really quick, and then somewhere in the middle. Just like people. See if we can switch to flexibility here. What are we at? 30, 21, 31. Okay, yeah. Gonna switch to flexibility as well. Yeah, if you're buying horses in Star Stable, it's very expensive. I just wait for the allowance to come in every week, and I just pick up new horses as I see them, but I'm not a collector or anything. I only grab the ones I really like. So the one-time payment made it really, the value for me is insane. I think I got it when it was on sale for 50 bucks, lifetime. And that was a few years ago now. I think today is the last day for their Halloween event. Oh, you don't have Steam? Steam itself is free, but this game isn't. I think it's 20 bucks. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's 20. Definitely worth it. Well, to me anyway. For what it is, I think it's definitely worth. But yeah, the actual platform, Steam, is free. Some games on it are, like Tales of Rein Ravine, is the early access of that is free, so you wouldn't have to pay anything for that. But most games do cost money. Yeah, yeah, again, I think the only that I've experienced, some people have had problems with falling through the world. That's actually never happened to me. The only game breaking bug that I'm aware of is the competition one where your game crashes when you go to restart a race. And that doesn't always happen. I don't know exactly what triggers it, but I'm not gambling it. Yeah, I think falling through the world is one of those things that just happens in a lot of horse games. Okay, I think we're out of potential now. Yes, we are. Okay. So we can go home. What did you... Actually, let me check. 30, 21, 31, 21. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't know if I feel like busting out the other horse to do racing today. I might skip it. Do one more day after this and then call it a break. Oh no, there are... I think pretty much every game in existence, at some point, someone has fallen through the world. It's probably one of the more common issues. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but I wouldn't say it's uncommon at all. It's happened to me in, I think, about every game I've played, at least once. Any game that I put time into, except for maybe one of the top-down. You're not going to fall through the world in a top-down game. Maybe someone's managed it, but I've never seen it there. Yeah, I haven't played that one. I think... I feel like it has the potential to happen in about any game where there's a ground and collision with objects. It's just a matter of creating the correct scenario for it, though depending on the way the game is structured, like if you're limited to the point where it's really going to depend on how the collision works. But if the collision is limited, it's not going to happen. Like, I don't think you can fall through the world in Stardew Valley just because of the way the game is made. it's not a 3D game, so it's not going to happen, but... And I don't have a lot of experience with equestrian in the game, so I don't know how it's set up, really. Yeah, it might just be the way the collision is. Of course. You never know. It won't necessarily be something that's, like, easy to repeat. Because it's, you know, not something that's supposed to happen, but... To check my wheat. I think it's still got a ways to go. But as far as games go, falling through the world is probably one of the more common bugs that happens to people. A 3D game, anyway. Beginner race, you know? Actually, I think Ginger would probably be good for that. What are buddy stats? 21, 28, 16. Okay, so his endurance is a lot higher. Let's try taking Ginger. Pine Forest. With his beefy speed. Oh, you like equestrian in the game? It wasn't really for me. I can't get over mobile controls. Well, I'm glad to hear you enjoy it so much. It's nice when you can find a game that really speaks to you. That's how I feel about Tales of Rein Ravine, though I do wish more would get added to the early access. No, you're fine. I'm enjoying chatting about horse stuff. See how well I remember this race. Should have been watching my stamina there, but it don't matter. I think we've got enough speed to carry. Oh yeah, easy. There should be plenty of time. Oh yeah, easy. Oh, you like Ginger? He does have the trait I wanted. Just wish he was a girl. Yeah, we can pretend. Whoops. Got a little too greedy on my corner. Think. Yeah, okay, we can cram in the other race too. Then I'll call it a day. Fix my stream settings so it doesn't get all jittery and weird next time. Oh, this jump. In real life, I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, the way we take these turns in game would not fly in real life, especially not over cobblestone, up and down stairs. Doesn't seem like the play. Go check the store here, I can't remember if I did that already. Actually, finally getting some money now. Oh, I need this. The dark brown fluffy halter, the dark brown leather hackamore, I need that too. Brown classic saddle, I need that too. Need all of these things. Alright, that's good. Save the rest of our money. Yeah, there's a good amount of freedom. Not quite as much, like, again, if you're looking at making horses, Horse Isle 3 has one of the craziest breeding systems, as far as shapes go. I know a lot of people like to RP in this one, with their ponies. Let's see, what do we got? Fluffy halter. Excellent. Yeah. That's pretty good for now. Got the brown saddle. Light brown. I like the teal. I'll go with that. Take care of Buddy here and then call it a day. Call it a stream. Try lighter bread. Yeah, I don't have one yet, but eventually I will have quite a few options. Can take a while to collect all the things here. The way they show up in the store is random, so we just kind of have to wait it out. I guess they'll like the yellow. That. But he's only 9. Oh, I missed a pile. Alright, buddy, you're good. Gonna skip racing you today. You can have the day off. I mean, it is fun to play dress up in video games. I've spent quite a bit of time doing that. Should hopefully have some more options soon. Just kind of depends on when they come in the rotation in his store, since it is random. And some of the pieces are a bit expensive, and I gotta save the money here for other stuff. Alright, well, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I'm going to call it here. And I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow, probably the next day, though. I hope you have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I did see that ETG has a few options for dress up, so I can see where you'd enjoy it there, too. Alright, see y'all. Have a good one.